what are you doing?
I'm taking you home.
What for?
So you can cook for me and take care of me.
Oh, you mad, impetuous boy. Mother always wanted a big wedding, but if you insist, we'll elope.
I'm awful sorry you got the wrong notion, Miss Jane. You see, I ain't got marriage in mind. Just cooking and such.
Oh, I see. Granny hasn't returned from Petticoat Junction.
And Ellie's trying to take her place, and it's pitiful.
Well, how is your Uncle Jed managing?
I ain't seen much of him since Ellie commenced cooking. He's got his hiding places, and I got mine.
I'm just getting rid of a few of these ants here.
I don't say no, I.
Oh, done a good job, didn't I?
Sure did. And as a reward, I'm going to give you a double helping of what I just cooked.
Oh, Ellie, I don't think I'm up to eating a full meal right now. Why don't you just heat me up a can of that fine tomato soup that's in there in the cupboard?
Oh, but I fixed you a special treat that I made up all by myself. I call it my surprise loaf.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, Ellie, I just thought of something. Jethro's going to be awful hurt if I eat without him. I'll go find the boy.
Oh, Jethro ain't here. He took the truck and left.
When did you do that?
Well, I think it was right after I told him I was going to cook a surprise loaf.
More than likely.
That's right, operator. She's at the Shady Rest Hotel in Petticoat Junction. But the nearest phone is at Sam Drucker's store in Hooterville. Thank you. Bye. He's going to get a message to Granny to come to town and call.
Hi, Granny.
Howdy, Mr. Drucker. Did you send for me?
Well, yeah, Granny. How'd you get here so fast?
I run. It's only 6 miles.
Why didn't you catch the train?
I did. I caught it and I passed it.
Sarah? This is Sam. Sarah, Granny's here now, so you can get a hold of that Beverly Hills operator and have her call us back, huh? Thanks, Sarah. Well, Granny, how's Betty Jo's baby?
Oh, just fine and dandy. Now.
Now? Was something wrong?
Something wrong. Mr. Drucker, what I done for that baby is a miracle. A medical miracle.
What was wrong? What did you do?
Oh, sorry, I can't tell you. That would be violating the confidence between the patient and the doctor.
Oh.
I wish I could tell you, but me being a physician, my lips are sealed. You understand?
Oh, of course.
But it was one doozy of a miracle. Now, if you was another doctor, I could tell you. Have you ever been a doctor?
No.
Ever been a patient?
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Well, then I won't be violating the confidence betwixt the doctor and the patient. Mr. Drucker, in all my 60 years of doctoring, I have never been so shook up as I was the first time I peeked into that crib and saw Betty Jo's baby. It looked for all the world like an Airedale puppy. Sakes alive. And I thought Jethro was an ugly baby.
You say it looked like an Airedale puppy?
And not even the pick of the litter. But But I brought it back to normal with my miracle medicine.
Say, Granny, as I remember, you left your spectacles in Andy Partner's jitney, so it just could be...
Do you think I need these? I got eyes like a hawk. I only use them for professional reasons. Folks don't trust a young-looking doctor.
I'll bet that's your call from Beverly Hills.
I'll get it. Hello?
Granny?
Yeah, this is Granny. Who's talking?
This is Sam Drucker, but...
It ain't neither. Sam Drucker's right here with me. Your other phone's ringing.
Thanks, I'll get it.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Oh, yeah, right here, Sarah. Granny, it's your call from Beverly Hills.
Well, you take this phone and tell that smart aleck that it's against the law to play pranks on doctors and firemen.
I'll do that.
Hello?
Hello, Granny. This here's Jethro.
Speak up, boy. We got a bad connection.
Oh, no, you don't. Now, I got strict orders from Sam not to let you loose in the store. Now, come here. Come on. Last time you went through a whole sack of dog biscuits, remember?
Hello?
Hello, Granny?
Oh, thank you. That's a better connection.
Hi, Sam. Granny.
Well, if it isn't a proud father.
Say, did those things come in that we ordered for the baby?
Yeah, they're in the back. How's Betty Jo?
Oh, she's fine. The baby had a bad night.
Oh?
Yeah, started howling about 3 this morning, kept it up till dawn.
Poor little thing reverted. Must have been a full moon last night.
Granny!
Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jethro. What do you want?
You gotta come home and cook for us. We need you something desperate.
Not as desperate as they need me here. Cooks are a dime a dozen. But where can the parents of that poor, blighted baby get another miracle-working doctor?
Hey, come on back here.
Wait, little baby, wait! That little goomer might be homely, but it's the fastest crawler I've ever seen.
Jethro, I think I have the solution to your food problem. This is an employment agency where you can hire maids, cooks, and all domestic help.
Well, Miss Jane, I think you done saved my life. How can I thank you?
As the poet says, with hugs and kisses debts are paid when settling score twixt man and maid.
Hot dog! I'll be sure and hire a pretty one.
Where's Dandy? That's what you call real soul food.
Uncle Jed!
Out here in the kitchen, Jethro.
Uncle Jed, have I got a surprise?
I don't think I can stand another one today.
Wait till you see her. Her? Miss Jane sent me to an employment agency, so I hired us an imported cook, direct from Italy.
Well, fetch her in, boy.
She don't speak much English, but I done learned Italian.
Just today?
Well, yeah, you got to remember, this is the brain of a 6th grader. Now watch, I'm gonna call her in genuine Italian. A bambina, a bringing yourself to the kitchen. Oh, that's Italian for kitchen.
You tell.
Pick up them 4 languages just like that. Ain't she something?
Mighty pretty girl. And she can cook, huh?
Vittles is all she thinks about. Watch this. Howdy.
Ciao.
See? She must have mentioned chow at least a dozen times today already. Senior Maria, this here's my Uncle Jed.
Howdy.
Ciao.
See, there she goes again.
Va essere un piacere lavorare per voi come cuciniere ed aspetto che ti piaccio.
What'd you say?
Oh, I ain't too sure, Uncle Jed. I don't understand Italian as good as I talk it.
Well, we's mighty pleased to have you here, Miss...
Grazie. Ci è bellissimo.
Well, it's a mighty pretty name.
Oh, that ain't her name. That's probably something she's gonna cook for us.
Oh, Ellie, come on over and meet this young lady.
Senior Maria, this here's my cousin Ellie.
Howdy. Ciao.
She does have vittles on her mind.
Yeah, she's gonna cook us up a storm.
Oh, what's wrong with my cooking?
Shall I tell her?
You better let me. Ellie, your cooking is in a class by itself. Ain't nobody can touch it.
That's the truth.
But you see, this young lady is new in our country, and she needs all the experience she can get.
Oh, well, fine. I'll learn her how to make my surprise loaf.
I believe I'd hold off on that for a spell. But why don't you take the young lady up to your room and make her comfortable?
Oh, yes, sir, Pop. Come on, Senor Maria.
We'll see you later for chow.
Oh, ciao.
What'd you do that for?
Oh, that means something in Italian. I don't know what, but they all do it.
I see.
I'll tote her suitcases up to the room.
Wonder what I just said.
Hi, honey.
Hi, darling. Got the new nursing bottles. How's the baby?
Sleeping, thank goodness. Oh, hello, boy.
Honey, I wouldn't hold him. I think he's got fleas again.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there's still some of that insect repellent that Granny brewed up.
Oh, yeah, what she calls her miracle medicine. Come on, boy, let's give Granny's cure another try.
Need some help?
No. You sit right here. You had a rough night.
Hello, little mama.
Hello, Granny.
I heard that you had a bad night last night.
Yes, we did. I think it was colic.
Did you say colic or collie?
Colic.
Did your husband get home with the little fella yet?
Yes, weren't you with them on the train?
No, I cut through the woods to look for some roots and some yarbs. I gotta brew up another batch of my miracle medicine.
Oh, there's still some left. Steve just went in to use it on the little flea trap.
Oh, honey, don't call that precious little darling a flea trap.
Oh, I call him all kinds of things, but I love the little mutt.
Well, there's one thing about you young'uns of today. You've got the courage to face the truth. In my day, we'd have kept him upstairs in a room with the shades drawn.
I wouldn't do that. I think he's cute.
There's nothing mightier than the power of mother love. Betty Jo, sit down, honey. I want to talk to you about your family plans. Have you and your husband thought about having any more young'uns?
Oh, yes, we want to have a large family.
In spite of what happened last night?
Oh, sure. You can't expect a baby to be perfect.
Yeah, but they don't have to miss by that much.
The way Steve and I feel, we want to have a dozen more, just like the first one.
Honey, courage is one thing, but foolishness is another.
Well, I guess a dozen was an exaggeration.
Good girl.
But at least 4 or 5.
Now you're heading in the right direction.
Look who's ready for a stroll.
Did my miracle medicine work?
Oh, it sure did, Granny.
I done it again. I mean, you done it again.
Granny, this telegram just came for you.
How'd you get here, Sam?
Pumped out on a hand car.
Come on, Sam, we pumping back in.
Oh, what's the matter?
My family's starving. Take Kiri the baby. If it barks, give it a boo. I'll be back come the next full moon.
Do you understand what she was talking about?
Not a word. But you have to admit there hasn't been a dull moment since she came to visit.
Yeah. Someday we ought to visit her planet.
See you later, girls.
You can put that silly-looking hat back on your head. You're fired.
What for?
For leaving your desk during your lunch break.
But, Chief,
Where were you?
having lunch.
That's no excuse. Fine thing. You gorge yourself while my largest depositor starves.
Jed Clampett?
If that magnificent multimillionaire loses so much as 1 ounce, you'll spend 30 days in the vault counting nickels.
Chief.
With the lights out. I had to handle this emergency all alone.
What emergency?
Granny called here. She said she had to get home from Hooterville right away. Now, you know where Hooterville is?
No?
Neither does anyone else. Oh, I had to move heaven and earth to arrange transportation for that little woman. Traveling by hand car, horseback, motorcycle, and a crop dusting plane out of the Napa-Sonoma Valley.
Get me to Beverly Hills, Lindy.
Hand car, cow pony, motorcycle, plane. Oh, boy. You have any idea what these travel arrangements are going to cost?
No.
Well, you will, because it's going to come out of your salary.
You fired me.
You're hired again. I can't afford a tab like this.
Chief, you brought this all on yourself by panicking. There is no emergency at the Clampetts.
What are you babbling about? Granny said they were starving.
A false alarm. I sent Jethro to an employment agency. He hired a cook, and she's there now.
You mean to say that Granny's going to come home and find another woman in her kitchen?
Well,
You're fired again! And I'm going right over there and fire her!
if I'm fired, how can I pay for the...
It'll come out of your unemployment check.
I declare them is just about the best victuals I ever tasted.
Me too, Pa.
I'll compliment the cook in her native language. Hey, Bambina, this stuff is what you call a delish. That's Italian for good.
Scusi. Next, dolce. Tortoni.
What'd you say?
Oh, something about a friend of hers named Tony.
If you could cook like that girl, you'd have to beat the boys off of the club.
And now, Pa, I'm going to ask her to learn me how to make that vegetable soup.
That stringy stuff with the red gravy was right tasty.
Boy, you two a couple of roots. That there soup is what you call minestrone. And the stringy stuff is what us Italians call spaghetti.
You Italian now?
I told her I was. See, I aims to marry her. Italians is kind of clank.
Listen, young lady, you pack your things and you get over to my house.
Mister lei non capisco.
Italiana.
Sì?
Oh, Benny, signorina. Benvenuto. Mi piace mangiare italiano. Chicken cacciatore. Ah, Joe è bellissimo.
Grazie. Lei è molto amabile.
Piacere. Ah, spaghettini alla marinara. Ah, molto belli.
Comodi per mangiare.
Grazie.
Make these crates go no faster. I got a family down there starving to death.
We're over Beverly Hills now. Land at the nearest airfield.
Ain't no time for that. I see the house down there. Thanks for the lift, Lindy.
capisco.
You cook good.
Ah, cook good. Grazie, grazie.
Yes, ma'am. So, what I'm about to say has got nothing to do with that. You see, it's Granny. See, this is her kitchen.
Kitchen. Grande, bellissimo.
All right. Well, your cooking for us while Granny was away was a real lifesaver. But now she's back, her nose is plumb out of joint.
Nose?
Yeah, out of joint. She's sulking because you're in her kitchen.
Kitchen. Grande, bellissimo.
Yes, ma'am. Well, anyway, what I want to say is, I'm awful sorry, but I'm going to have to let you go. Well, I'll see to it you get a check for a month's salary.
Salary. Si, salary. You like, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
But
then.
Miss Maria, ma'am, I'm just going to have to come out and say this blunt. You're fired.
Fire. Si. Hot cook, good salary. Huh?
I'm afraid what we got here is a failure to communicate. I'll have my nephew talk to you. He claims to speak Italian.
Arrivederci.
Jethro.
Will you please come in and bring your book?
Hail, Mr. Drysdale.
Hail, Jethro.
Hail? What's going on? What's this get up for?
So I can make a hit with that beautiful Italian cook.
She'll see him as the noblest Roman of them all.
Caesar?
Not yet, but he plans to hold hands with her tonight.
When will I learn to stay in my own office and keep the door closed? Oh, by the way, Jethro, how is Granny taking this? Having another cook in her kitchen.
I don't know. She ain't come out of her room since she got home.
Granny? Granny, you in there? What in the Sam Hill? What do you think you're doing?
Do I hear a voice? Is that the angel Gabriel calling me?
Granny, get up from there.
I'm ready, Gabriel. I've lived out my usefulness here on this earth. My family don't need me no more.
This is just a lot of nonsense.
I left home on an errand of mercy. And when I come back, the door was locked again me. My son-in-law, Jed, had brought home a wild young wench to take my place.
Granny,
Yes, Gabriel?
I'm Jed. Now you get up from there and take off that dress.
No, no. You ain't gonna give this to your girlfriend. It's my funeral dress. And it was my mama's funeral dress.
Mama?
She fell in the swamp and never got to use it.
Well, you ain't going to use it either. Now, change into something else and come on down to the kitchen.
No, Jed, no. Don't force me to watch the scandalous goings-on betwixt you and that woman.
You ain't going to watch no goings-on.
Thank you. At least I won't have to carry that disgraceful picture to my grave. I'm ready, Gabriel. Jed, do the decent thing. Send Ellie Mae and Jethro out of the house. Don't debauch the young.
Hey, Jethro, what you got there?
This here's my Italian outfit. I'm gonna wear it tonight when I step out with Senior Maria.
Hey, listen, Jethro. Could you cheer Granny up? Me and Pa ain't had no luck at all.
Heck yeah! I'm so full of the joy of love, I could cheer up a statue.
That's better. That white powder covers the rosy glow of youth. This will have them bawling their eyes out.
Granny, can I come in? Oh, hi, Granny. Taking a nap, huh? Hey, you fell asleep with a flower in your hand. I put it in water for you.
Don't bother. It's just like me. Old and wasted and ready to die.
Reckon you're right. Hey, this here bank?
That's right, Jethro.
Hey, I heard you say that's just like being captain of a ship.
Exactly.
Good. Then I'm going to go fetch Maria over, and you can marry us.
What did he say?
Sounded like something...
Oh, Miss Jane, would you please be my best man or bridesmaid or whatever it is and give me away?
Jethro,
I'd ask my Uncle Jed, except he's still up in the tree.
Jethro? Your Uncle Jed is up in a tree?
If somebody was chasing you with a shotgun, you'd climb a tree, too.
somebody's after Mr. Clapper with a shotgun?
Oh, don't worry. Everything will quiet down after Granny's funeral.
Granny's funeral!
Blast Uncle Jed down out of the tree. She's going gunning for Maria.
Why?
Because Maria done took over the kitchen. The whole house is in uproar. If I don't get her out, there's going to be rock salt bouncing off every wall. Oh, wish me a happy wedding.
All clear.
I sure do appreciate your stopping under that tree, Miss Jane.
Glad to give help.
Excuse me if I take cover. Granny might have me in her sights, and that rock salt smart's considerable. Where's the fastest temper in the West?
She's upstairs in her room.
Good. Now fetch Maria, because Miss Jane thinks she can make peace betwixt them.
Oh, yes, sir, Pa. Maria's in the kitchen with Jethro.
This here's the suit my Uncle Jed got married in. Now it's going to be my bridal outfit. Got the truck parked out back. We're going to hop on that rascal, stop at the bank, get married, and then hightail it for Niagara Falls.
Non capisco.
You can cook that later.
Jethro. Excuse me. Miss Jane wants to talk to Maria.
I'll tell her in Italian. Hey, Bambino, you talk to Miss Jane a chop.
Non capisco.
We'll eat later. By and by.
It sure would be nice for Granny if she'd let Miss Maria help her.
Oh, and nice for Maria, too. Unless she's employed, she'll have to go back to Italy.
Sure enough.
Yes, they told me at the agency that her family's in rather dire need. These postcards and letters are from her parents in Venice.
Oh, I'll see if she gets them. I hope it ain't bad news.
Oh, here she comes.
Good luck.
Ah, buongiorno, Maria. Mi chiamo Jane Hathaway.
Parla italiano.
Oh, solo un po'. Ne parleremo a Granny, le non del temperamento terribile, huh?
Sure hope Miss Maria gets to stay.
Well, one thing's certain. We can't let her go home to Venice. Not right now.
Why, how come?
Look at that. They're having one of the worst floods I ever seen.
Where's Pa? Water's plumb up to the window.
Can't even see the front porches. That rain must have been a real gully water.
Hope she don't have to go home.
Poor girl could drown just crossing the street.
Granny has agreed to see you. Granny, accetta di vederla.
Bene.
Now, you must be pleasant and agreeable. Sia gentile e accondescente. Capito?
Si?
That is the key word. Si. In English se dice yes.
Yes.
Yes, bene. Yes to everything, huh? Granny, I should like to present Signorina Maria.
Sit down. Not you. I want to see her alone.
Granny, in all fairness,
I'll be fair. Now you just wait outside.
Si ricorde, è con the ship.
Never mind that foreign talk. Skedaddle. So, you're the little hussy that would like to take over my kitchen and get rid of me.
Yes.
Brazen little package, ain't you?
Yes.
And I'll bet that you've got eyes for my rich son-in-law, Jed.
Yes.
You admit?
Yes.
Well, this is going to be a real interesting talk.
Hey, where's Maria?
Well, upstairs with Miss Jane.
What are you doing in my Sunday go-to-meeting dens?
Fixing to get married to Maria? I figure the wedding will take place about 2:30. Y'all are invited. Except you gotta get into some decent clothes.
You ain't about to marry Maria. Now get upstairs and get out of my good suit.
You mean you ain't gonna let me wear your bridal outfit?
Oh, I ain't. Now go do as I tell you.
But gee whiz, Uncle Jim.
Hop to it, and the next time you want to borrow something from me, you ask me first.
But gosh, Cap.
Way overdue having a long talk with that boy.
Well, why you keep putting it off, pal?
I reckon it's because the short ones are so distressing.
Miss Jane? Miss Jane, have you seen Maria?
She's in there with Granny.
You reckon she's asking for my hand in marriage?
I rather doubt it.
Miss Jane, would you do me a big favor?
Certainly.
Would you go into my room and pick out my best looking tie for me?
Oh, well.
Please?
Oh, well. Very well.
So, now it comes out. Jed Clampett has asked you to marry up with him.
Yes?
Didn't want me wearing your marrying clothes. You was fixing to wear them to your own wedding. What? Don't play innocent with me. I know what you've been up to, but it ain't gonna be that easy. You's gonna have to fight me for Maria.
Maria?
We's gonna settle this Roman style. I'm taking you to the Coliseum and gladiate you.
Oh, what in the world are you?
Lucky for you, they got a Coliseum right here in Los Angeles. Otherwise, I'd have to tie you on behind my chariot and drag you plumb to Rome.
You figure out what he's talking about?
No, sir, pal.
Well, that's comforting. At least there's two of us. Jethro, where do you think you're going?
I'm going to get us some gladiating outfits. And quick as the lions is done eating the hippies, you and me is going at it. Hi, Alec. How do I look?
Well, you look like a big dumb nut.
Oh, yeah? You won't think so when you come to the Coliseum. And I go to gladiating Uncle Jed up one wall and down the other.
Huh, that's what you think. Pa's gonna whoop you good.
You reckon he could?
Heck yeah.
Listen, Ellie, come around the back and let me practice netting and gigging you, huh?
Outside.
Granny? What are you fixing to do?
I told this little gold-digging vamp that I'd give her a 50-foot running start down the driveway. Then I'm gonna come in salting her flank.
You ain't gonna do no such a thing.
Jed, come to your senses before this Jezebel makes even a bigger fool out of you.
Maria ain't no Jezebel. She's a fine, sweet, hard-working...
Now it's too late to protect her. She's done confessed.
For what?
You name it. She's confessed to it.
Granny, the girl don't know that much English.
She don't, huh? Watch this. Maria, are you after this old rooster for his money?
Yes?
You want to hear some real juicy stuff?
She don't even know what you said. She's from Italy, a place called Venice.
Well, let her go back to Venice.
Granny, she can't go back. The whole town is flooded.
Did she give you that story?
She don't even know it yet. These just come from her folks back in Italy. Never see a town so hard hit by rain.
Must have been a real trash mover.
Jane says her folks is hard up, like they can't even afford a boat.
Oh,
Granny, Maria'd be a big help to you out in the kitchen.
I don't need no help.
True. But standing over that hot stove all day has aged you beyond your years.
Think so?
Oh, Laura Maria, como è andata?
Bene, penso.
Good news, Miss Jane. Granny has agreed to let Maria help her in the kitchen for a spell.
Well, it's for her own sake. If she's gonna make a living cooking, she's got to learn American dishes. like grits and fatback and possum and collard greens. Well, your everyday average American meal.
You tasted her Italian cooking, Granny?
Only cold. Last night
I thought you was looking mighty well fed for a corpse.
Well, I admit it. Last night I snuck down, snooped, snacked, and snuck back.
First I throws a net over you and drags you down. And then I puts my foot on you and looks up to the royal box to see if he gets this or this. Ready?
Ready.
Oh!
How about it, Bessie?
Hey, now, wait a minute, Ellie. Hey, let's try it again. This time you take the net and I'll take the sword.
Okay.
That smells good. What you cooking, Maria?
Non capisco.
You ask her, Miss Jean.
Che cosa cucina, Maria?
Oh, possum pizzaiola, fatback cacciatore, collard greens, parmesan.
I'll go fetch the young'un. Oh, Ellie Mae, victuals is almost ready. Where's Jethro?
Oh, he's yonder.
Uncle Jed, could we please call off our gladiating?
Fine with me, boy. Come on in and have some fatback cacciatore.